Dimitri, thanks so much. Well, one question that people are asking is, can Governor Paterson or Superintendent Corbett face any charges for getting involved with this alleged domestic violence case? According to the New York Post, the governor could face witness tampering and obstruction charges. Now, joining us now is Thomas Carr from the Tully Rinckey firm in Albany. Tom, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
All right, so there's obviously a lot of what-ifs still left in this whole situation. But talking about these charges, the governor especially, could he face criminal and or civil charges?
Well, obviously, we got to wait and see what the Attorney General's investigation turns up, but potentially the governor could face at least criminal charges for possibly tampering with a witness or for obstructing governmental administration, as it's called.
Okay, and obviously he is still a sitting governor. How would that sort of play out as either a sitting governor or someone who then leaves office?
Well, I think that as it would play out, basically, there would be an immediate call for impeachment. I believe one assemblyman has already spoken out in favor of impeaching the governor. Everybody else seems to be stepping back from that at this time. However, I believe they're always open to that should the possibility of criminal charges come down the pike. I think at that point you would see the legislators looking to impeach the governor.
Okay, and I guess, too, just sort of a timeline for this. I mean, this would have to happen pretty quickly for this to affect him while he's still in office.
Absolutely. I mean, the Attorney General's investigation is going to take a little longer than it did with Spitzer because the Attorney General has subpoena power, so therefore he's going to be interviewing more witnesses under oath. It's going to generate more papers, so it's going to take a little longer. But I think any impeachment trial obviously could last out for months, and as we know, the governor is looking at the very most 10 more months in office. Okay, well, the governor, obviously the highest profile person involved in this, but Superintendent Corbett should not be forgotten here. He obviously holding a high position in law enforcement of all things. He as well could face charges. Absolutely. Again, the Attorney General's investigation will be investigating his role in this, and if it's discovered that he did in fact direct or and otherwise encouraged troopers to reach out to the victim, then yeah, he could certainly face similar charges to the governor. It's interesting that Superintendent Corbett had actually retired previously in 2004 and only came back at the personal request of the governor to take over as superintendent. All right, obviously a lot of layers to this story and a lot still to develop before we really know what's going to happen. Yes, absolutely. All right, Tom Carr, as always, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Sure.